just stood there as that happened. What do you mean you and your friends didn't jump in because you would have also gotten beat up? There's more of you.
We have to be careful with the kind of friends we hang out with. We have to be careful with the kind of girls we say, I got your back. Because if you got your back, do they got your back as well? So, Megan, a lady on TikTok, made a story time. She was just doing a makeup, a get ready with me story time, saying that, oh, you have to be giving out your social media account because I didn't give her my social media account and this happened. Let me go ahead and roll the clip for you all to watch the first part because she did part 1, part 2. So after the first part, I'll be back.
I don't care if you have a boyfriend. Whenever a guy asks for your social media, give him your Snap. Give him your Instagram. I don't care that he looks like an ogre. I had just finished at the club with my friends and we decided to go for a McDonald's and we literally just sat on some steps. Bear in mind we are wearing heels and quite small dresses. Okay. Obviously we're all a little bit drunk because we've just come from the club, so logic isn't really kicking in. A man decides to come up to us and says, oh, you girls look beautiful. We say thank you. Then he asks for my Instagram and I politely declined. Oh no, thank you, I'm not interested. The man did not move. He asked again. I said, I'm literally not interested. Like, no, you can't have my social media. Just decided that he wasn't gonna move until I gave him my Instagram. And he was making us all feel super uncomfortable. Probably should have just given in. If I've said no once, I'm not gonna change my mind. Obviously, men don't understand that. So my friend stood up and she said, please, can you move away? She said no. He said, no, I'm not moving until she gives me her socials. My friend again said, move away. She said no, leave us alone. This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done. He ran down the stairs and continued to punch her, pull her hair. Obviously this is a 5'4" girl against like a 6'1" man. He was so into the whole punching thing that his trousers literally fell down. Like we could see this man's whole bum while he's got her pinned on the ground, literally repeatedly punching her in the face. We obviously couldn't stop it because we are also just gonna get beaten up. So strangers were jumping out of their car and trying to separate them, and this man just ended up running off. A massive group of men like asked us what happened and tried to find him. Like they all went after him, but genuinely no one could find him. And obviously with the London Underground, you can hop into any station and disappear like that. And someone who was watching it all happen called the police and they asked for a statement from us and like a description of him. Obviously they never found him and nothing was done about it. This girl literally having a patch of hair missing from her head and bruises all over her. And I can't help but think it was my fault because I chose to say no to a man, which is crazy. The only way to prevent yourself from this happening and staying safe is honestly just let them have it, because at the end of the day, as soon as they add you, you can literally block them straight away. I would say avoid giving out phone numbers just because they can still carry on calling you on no caller ID even if you've blocked them. I don't care how ugly they are because this is actually a safety issue. No one should ever experience that in their lifetime.
Beautiful people, how are you all doing today? It's your girl Maria Davis and I'm back again with another interesting video. She did a get ready with me to talk about assault that she caused, and the fact that she said it casually, like we stood there and we couldn't help because it would have beaten us as well, said a lot about her. And people came for her, like people dragged down a comment section and be like, what do you think you just did there? Like, you were not even the only one. 2 girls can beat up a man. Like, what do you mean that you stood there and allowed this man to beat the girl that defended you? That was wrong of you, blah blah blah. People came for her bitterly, and she did another video explaining things we didn't know that she said in the first one, thinking that she can clear herself. Let's go ahead and watch the second video together and I'll be back.
As a follow-up from the video I posted yesterday, first of all, I did not tell the full story because the message I was literally trying to spread was for girls to say yes more to when guys ask for their social media to protect them. Obviously, I didn't go into full detail with the story because I didn't think that it was the main part, but I clearly didn't articulate myself very well. So since everyone is so confused, I'm just going to tell the full story. Obviously, when the whole incident happened, we were screaming and we ran over straight away. But I just want to give context that the whole incident happened in roughly 15 seconds. And we were in a super busy area of London because literally all of the clubs had just shut. So the streets were busy, like people were out, okay? Before they started fighting, they were already shouting. So people were already aware of the situation going on. Literally, as soon as the fight broke out, people ran to them straight away to split it up. Like, there were so many people who rushed over and helped us, thank God. Obviously, we were screaming and we ran over, but there were so many people around, we literally couldn't get to them, first of all. And secondly, as girls, it's terrifying. There are grown men getting beaten up by him. Also, I didn't want to bring up this detail because I didn't think it was relevant to the story, but the girl who it happened to, this was literally my second time ever coming across her, because we were there for a girl's birthday and the birthday girl was off with other people like round the corner from where we were. So while this was all happening, I'm also having to call the birthday girl. The fight had also been broken up pretty quickly, and at this point the guy ran away. So the friend who got hurt, we are all comforting her while the men are also asking us if we're okay. A man literally called the police as soon as they started arguing with each other. So there was already help on the way, and these police officers, instead of coming in a car, they chose to come walking because there was already police like patrolling the area. So help came like pretty instantly as well. I took a picture of the man and I had to email it to the police as evidence, and we all had to give statements because we were all involved. We literally had to give descriptions of the man, and then the police a few weeks on said that the picture wasn't good enough quality because obviously it was very blurry. In the story I made it seem like we were just stood back doing nothing, but if you were to literally watch it back, you can see how many cuts there are in the video because I didn't want to give too many details and I didn't feel like it was that relevant, considering the whole point of the video was me trying to bring awareness to girls not giving out their snaps. Obviously, yes, now I realise I completely misconstrued the whole story, but I didn't even feel like I needed to go into that much detail. But at the end of the day, the message that I was trying to put out was literally to protect girls' safety, and I feel like that was completely missed from the video. Obviously, I didn't tell the story well enough. Literally just trying to prevent a similar thing from happening because I know many girls that go out clubbing and will chill afterwards. So my message is literally just for girls to stay safe.
This second video she made, I feel like she just made it worse. Trying to, I don't know why. See, the first video always show who you are. On TikTok, if you think that you want to come and do a story time and everything, the first video already explain everything. You're coming to make a second video to clear yourself, you just make a fool out of yourself. You're saying that you barely know this girl, but the fact that she stood for you, see, you all, like, I cannot even relate the fact that I'm with somebody, even if I just knew the person that day. You shouldn't stand there just allowing someone to beat. At least try something. Like, you all just came back from club. Like, I have interesting stitches to share with you. Of course, I didn't see anybody that actually like got her back. I was like, oh, what she did was not that bad. Wasn't that bad. I only saw some few comments on some people's stitches, and somebody was like, oh, maybe she froze. Everybody react to, you know, shock. Or maybe she couldn't fight back because she froze. I feel like that's just excuse. Like, you froze. Are you the only one there? You're not the only one. What about the other friend? Like, she also froze. Like, somebody has to action, like stop or scream or something. Then the guy went away with it. Like, we don't even know who he is anymore. Like, anyways, I have interesting stitches to share with you also. Let us sit down, relax, and watch the stitches together, and I'll be back at the end of all the stitches. But then let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section.
And again said, move away. She said no, leave us alone. This man then proceeded to punch her, and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done. He ran down the stairs and continued to punch her, pull her hair.
What do you mean you just stood there as that happened? What do you mean you and your friends didn't jump in because you would have also gotten beat up? There's more of you! I don't know why are you telling this? Why? Oh my God, like you That's not your friend. That's not. I hope she dropped y'all like a bag of hot potatoes. Oh my gosh. I am not a fighter. Okay? I'm not necessarily a fighter. Hell, a lot of the times I don't even like confrontation like that. However, my friend is getting beat up. Look, I might not be able to throw the best punches, but I got a taser. I can do something. Who needs enemies when you got friends like these? So you're telling me you said no. Your friend stuck up for you and you just let her get abused. And yes, I'm saying you let her because you watched in your video. You said that other people had to hop out of their cars to help and stop. Why was that not y'all? Why were y'all not beating on that man and screaming help at the same time? Like y'all are crappy friends. Oh my gosh, y'all not her friends, y'all her ops. Y'all hated that girl. Y'all hated her. You truly, wow, you hated her. That's crazy. Moral of the story, don't trust no one. Don't jump in unless it's your family, because what the hell is that?
So my friend stood up and she said, please, can you move away? She said no. He said, no, I'm not moving until she gives me her socials. My friend again said, move away. She said no, leave us alone. This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done. He ran down the stairs and continued to punch her, pull her hair.
I'm telling you right now, this video is not probably what you think it's going to be. Because for me to need to address a man putting his hands on a woman in any facet, it doesn't need justification. It's never okay. Now, if you go and watch the video, she continues by saying, oh, me and my friend all had like short club dresses on and heels, and there was nothing for us to do because if we would have helped her, we all would have ended up hurt. Now, these people clearly don't understand what it means to be a ride or die. And if I stand up for my friends, the friends that I got, if you going in on one of us, it's all of us. Like at this point, it is up. Male, female, grandma, grandpa, whoever. Because we understand that it's one for all and all for one. But for her to watch her friend get beat up after she was the one that the man was talking to, the one that the man was interested in. Her friend stepped in to protect her and her livelihood. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The level of disrespect. You can't even convince me in any point that these women were actually her friends. You can't be my friend if you watch me get thrown down the stairs and watching me get beat up. And it's more of us and only one of him. I don't understand women today. This right here, this is just wild.
She started off by saying that they were friends. Then when people said, why didn't you jump in to defend her? All of a sudden, you barely knew the girl. Even if she barely knew you or you barely knew her, she knew enough to stand up to that man for you. So what the f*** are you talking about? My block heel would have met with his cranium. He would have done a hard fucking reset. I don't know why she's now trying to distance herself from it to be like, oh, I didn't really know the girl. But y'all was out together. So to me, if you're out with me, you're a part of my group at this point. So if a man is beating on you really unprovoked, especially if you were trying to defend me, I'm cleaning his clock. 2 against 1. Like, what are you talking about? That shit really pissed me off. Like, she knew you enough to defend you, stranger or not. And you just stood there, then you have the nerve to come on here and try to make a cute little story on fucking TikTok doing your stupid ass makeup, talking about moral of the story is to always give your social. Moral of the story is to stop being a weak ass bitch. I don't even know if I can fight. I don't know if I can fight. But if I'm going out and I'm wearing heels, I got 2 weapons on me. What?
This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done.
I don't know how y'all get down across the pond. Let me tell you how that scenario would have played out with my group of friends. Baby, we done dodged some charges and we done dodged some court martials because we all in the military. Baby, you said one important key factor that I heard. Y'all was all drunk because it was after the club. Me and my girls, we only drink dark liquor. Only 2 things that's happening when you off of dark. You either smashing at the end of the night or you are fighting at the end of the night. You said that you wasn't feeling that man, so the first option is out the window. You said that that man was trying to holler at you, Megan, and you wasn't feeling it. Then your friend jumped in to help and said like, hey, she's not feeling it. And then that man proceeds to punch her in the face, knocking her down the stairs, down there, to then attack her. And y'all sat there and did nothing. Nothing, Megan. As soon as we would have said, no, we not feeling it, and he would have tried to like get a little puff up his chest, one of us would have been like, you need to calm down. We try to de-escalate the situation, but one of us would have already been coming up out of our shoes. One of us would already been taking off earrings, a little formation going. Because what you're not about to do is hit one of us, and if you do manage to land a punch, it had happened to us before where a guy got a punch in on one of us, but he didn't walk away without getting that ass beat. And that's my problem. And for you to make another video trying to clear it up like, well, she wasn't really that, like, I didn't know her like that. Got in arguments and fights for less for people that I don't know. Stood up for people. You were just a shit friend. That's the end of it. Your friend group is not real. And I hope that girl reevaluates her situation with you guys. Maybe you lying. And if you are lying, go ahead and come out and tell us that you lying so we can get off your back. But girl, y'all was wrong for that. Y'all not real. Y'all.
I just watched the most unbelievable Get Ready With Me on my For You page. This girl was approached by a man asking for her social media, and she said no, which is her right, that's fine. But this guy wouldn't let up, he would not relent. So her friend intervened, because that's what a good friend does. They try to get you out of a bad situation. And this guy punched her, and she fell down a flight of stairs. He then ran after her and started beating on her. That is bad. That is outrageous behavior for somebody telling you not to disturb their friend. But you know what the worst part is? Her friends didn't even help her. They stood there and watched their friend get beaten up by somebody who was twice her size. And it took random strangers to break them apart and stop the fight. By then, their friend already had a chunk of her hair missing, and she was bruised and heavily injured. And this girl is really sitting there and telling this story while she's doing her makeup like her friend didn't just get assaulted. She then proceeded to do a clarification video where she said she only knew the girl for 2 days. I don't care if you've only known her for 2 days or you've known her for 2 years. Why would you abandon somebody who tried to save you? That guy might have beaten you up instead of her. The only reason he directed his anger towards her was because she was trying to stop what was happening to you. If you had said something even remotely similar to what she was saying, he might have beaten you up. I know that if something like this happened to me, my friends would not just sit there and watch quietly. And the ones who would, I am currently reevaluating my friendships with them. This is not normal behavior, and you are not a good friend or a good person. I feel really bad that her friend had to find out this way that you can't just trust anybody, because she certainly did not care that she had only known this other girl for a short amount of time. She jumped in when she saw that something was happening to another girl, and they couldn't afford her the same courtesy. That's just insane to me. And after all of that, the moral of this story, according to her, is just to give people your social media when they ask for it. Please don't do that. Don't just give random strangers your phone number and social media handles, because it is very easy to find somebody in this day and age. And a lot of people just say, oh, block them. It's fine. You can just block them. They can't contact you after that. Do you know how many people know ways to get around a block? Find somebody, ask for help, call the police, try to get away, but under no circumstance should you share your personal information with these people, because there is no telling what extent they will go to track you down and find you and do whatever it is that they have in their minds. The world, unfortunately, is getting crazier every single day, and we don't have a choice but to find a way around it. Go out with people that you can trust. Go out with people that you know will have your back when something like this happens. Because when you're getting beaten up by a rando who doesn't know how to properly process his emotions, you're going to wish that you had a good friend there helping you fight that weirdo off. And that will be a really bad time to realize that your friends are not the people that they portray themselves to be.
How do you Thorn Body Bill bitches be as real as a $12 bill? And it shows more and more every day on Beyonce's Good Internet. This is the reason that I am so particular about the company I keep and the people that I associate myself with on a daily basis, but especially when I'm going out. This girl got on Beyonce's Good Internet and willingly told a story about how she went out with some of her homegirls. When they was on their way back, this dude approached her and asked her for her social media information. She tells him no. He starts to get aggressive. One of her homegirls, who she later tried to come forward and say she really ain't know the girl like that, but even with the girl not knowing you like that, she still came forward to defend you. The dude then jumps on the girl and they just stand there and watch the shit happen.
He's got her pinned on the ground, literally repeatedly punching her in the face. We obviously couldn't stop it because we are also just gonna get beaten up. So strangers with
Baby, it's supposed to be one band, one sound, and it's going the fuck down, or you can't be the fuck around. And that's just supposed to be the rule of thumb because it's strength in numbers. And that's all it is. And the sickest part about it is, after the internet started chewing her up, she made a response video talking about the reason that she didn't jump in on top of the fact that it was a man versus a woman was because she didn't know the girl like that. So what? The girl didn't know you like that and still felt the need to defend your honor. Still felt the need to try to defend you because that's how it's supposed to go. And I ain't gonna hold you. Shorty that got jumped on, she a better woman than me. Because when I tell y'all edges would have been in the street and asses would have been beat, each and every one of you bobblehead bitches would have had to see me after that.
Hey y'all, it's B. I was wondering what everybody was talking about, the girl who had the friend that stood up for her when the guy approached her for her snap and they let the girl get beat up or whatever. I was wondering what y'all was talking about, but it came across my For You page. And then I went to her page and I was like, okay, this girl should be nobody's friend. Let me just start out by saying that. You should be nobody's friend. Because one thing about me, I am a girl's. I am a protector. That's why I don't have any friends. Because the same way I would protect my friends, I know nobody would protect me. But I'm the type, if a man comes up to you and you genuinely like, oh, you don't want to talk, like I'm not a cop blocker friend, but if you do not want to talk to him, he asks for your snap, asks for your number, and it's like, I know you're fragile or you do not want to like anger him or keep saying it, I'm going to be the friend and stuff and be like, okay, she good, thank you. But these men do get a little frisky. That's why I got to keep a little pepper spray, keep a little something on you. But the fact that this girl jumped in for your defense against this man who wouldn't leave you alone after you told him no to your snap, and y'all let that man pounce on her. And then I don't like how in the first video you made it seem like he attacked her, which he did, because I can tell by how you talking, he attacked that girl. He got angry, sassy, zesty, and attacked her. And the fact that y'all didn't immediately pounce on him like it was you and another girl, why didn't y'all stick together? But the fact that you, in the second video, talking about they were fighting and so many people rushed to jump in, we got pushed away from no, ma'am. They weren't fighting. She was attacked. And then I also like how you tried to butter her up by saying, oh, this is literally my second interaction with her. We're not really acquaintances. We're not really friends.
Yeah.
You don't have to be friends to be a girl's girl. At the end of the day, this girl stepped in to defend you. And the fact that y'all didn't put hands, shoulders, knees, and toes on that man in defense of her, and then you're going to have another say, well, even the men that was trying to jump in was getting beat up. No, don't try to butter the story up. At the end of the day, it was enough people trying to defend her where y'all could have jumped in, and somebody would have came to y'all defense. But the fact that that girl tried to protect you, and you did nothing to protect her, and then you all up in the comments like, oh, we're still friends. That girl don't need to be your friend. You're dangerous to society. This is not the type of friend you want to have. And I'm not saying that y'all should have been Superman, but at the same time, if she's getting her ass whooped because she stepped in for you, the least you could do is step in for her to lighten the load. Like, dang. And it be the lack of accountability that y'all be not wanting to take on this app. Like, stop getting on here telling story times and then try to make yourself the victim when you're not. You stopped being the victim when he stopped harassing you, turned around and went full Batman on your friend. And even though you said that wasn't your friend, I don't care. You hung out with her. Y'all was at the same party. Y'all have mutual friends, baby. You're friends by association. At the end of the day, she felt comfortable enough to step in for you. You should have felt comfortable enough to step in for her. And that's the period.
Yeah.
Girls like this, you don't need in your life. Girls like this one here, you told girls on this teen app, this tween app, just give him your social media if he asks. Don't. You don't have to give no one no kind of information about you. They ask for your snap. Oh, I don't have it. Make up lies. You don't have to tell them your name, your real name. You can make up a name. You can use your middle name. I don't know. Come up with something. You don't have to give anyone anything.
at all. Ever. She came on here talking about, oh, I didn't want to give this guy my social media. And then my friend's friend jumped in to defend me. And when she was defending me, he proceeded to assault her. And we didn't do anything. Other people jumped out of their car and helped her. Be so for real. I hope the girl who was assaulted is okay. I hope she presses charges if they ever catch the man. And I hope she dumps the mutual friend, the girl who it was her birthday, and leaves her as a friend, because why didn't she say anything? And I hope she never meets this one again, because this one came on, made a second video and doubling down on what she said. Don't do it. You don't have to give anyone any kind of information about you.
You know, honestly, as much as I love social media is really a dangerous game. Like how people will go crazy for clout and don't think twice of the repercussions that it may come to them. Because why the f this goofy bitch Megan going to tell her little story time doing makeup, explaining how one of her friends stood up for her for a guy that was harassing her, and she literally watched her friend got pushed down the steps, and her group of friends did nothing. And your moral of the story is that you need to give niggas your socials and your number? The noggin. I think we're missing a point here. Why your ass shouldn't be beat up right now? I really hope that girl that heals whoop all your ass. The fuck?
Kindly put your thoughts, your comments, your suggestion, your opinion down in comment section. All opinion are accepted, of course, if you put them down respectfully. What is your take on this whole scenario? Do you think that she acted well or not? For me, you already know. I feel like you should, if you know me by now, you should know my facial expression. I cannot hide it. I'm pissed at, like, what kind of get ready with me story time was that, first of all? And it was to think that I didn't even see the get ready with me video. It was people talking about a particular video. Then I went to search for it and I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is real. And then she made another video and said, I barely know her. You know, I'm not supposed to say this, but I barely know her. You know. See, the thing that if you're in a group where you went out with some group of friends, group of three, group of four, you guys went out together, you must have each other's back. Like, I feel like it's a must to get your back. You know the person. Probably I only know one person out of the 4 girls. We have to stand for each other. And the fact that the girl stood for you, like she was trying to confront the guy, and now the guy, because of you, the guy is beating up her, and you could not even like remove your shoe. It was not coming to your head like remove your shoe and hit him. Or see, left to me, right, the guy is going to beat all of us up. He has to beat all of us up, because I won't allow that. Like, if I don't, like, even I know I don't have to fight, oh, but you have to do some like action. And you all just came back from club, like you already have alcohol in your system, so you are extra hyper. So I don't understand why you will allow your friend to get beaten to that stage that people around now have to come and you're standing there. I'm like, oh, it happens so fast. It happens so fast. Yes, this man, we all have to be careful. This is why last year videos I was posting was more like men, you know. This video made me remember a man that beat up a lady that didn't give her his phone number or her phone number. He beat her up, her eyes was swollen, and there were other ones that I posted, you know, men trying to stalk you if they ask for your number and all of that. This is 2024 and these things are repeating itself, and I feel like it's even getting worse, because why would you ask for a girl's social media account and she tells you she's not going to give you, and what the next thing that comes to your head is to beat up the girl that came to confront you? Like, what is wrong with this man? Like, what is going on? And this is why, if you're going out as a lady at night, especially at night, I'm not saying during the day you shouldn't hold your protector, but especially at night, always have your pepper spray, your teasers, like always have like an emergency attack, something, so that you can just, you know, just imagine like maybe probably one of them had it already. All you need to do is just hit his head up, spray something, or just, you know, and it's not going to happen. Like, next time when he sees a girl and he wants to beat a girl up, he's going to be cautious of himself. Like, no, let me not beat this one. I don't know what our friend has in the bag. You know, he's going to be afraid next time, because now the man got away with the whole thing and they don't even know who he is. Like, and that was it. Another girl, I just pray she's okay. I hope she's okay. And to me, I feel like she's going to feel like, I feel she's going to feel very bad, because nobody, you know, came. So the friends did not do anything. Like, they just stood there and were looking. Even if you hate somebody, like, even if you don't know somebody before and you see them beating up your fellow woman being, and you're just standing there looking, and you guys came together, like you came in a group to a party, and you left together, like you're together. I don't know. And this is just like, yeah, there's gonna be friends and they're gonna be bad friends. And of course, when you're hanging out with some kind of friends, always know that it's not all of them that are gonna have your back. So when you're having another person's back, if they don't have your back, will you be pained or not? Have that at the back of your mind, so that these things will not happen to generous sisters out there. Because if she had also kept quiet and she didn't say anything, the guy would have beat her up. Like the lady doing the girl, we beat her blue black for not giving him a social media account. So now she was one that chopped the beating. Oh my god. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. What is your take? What is your opinion? Kindly put your thoughts down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell when you subscribe, so you can get notified when I upload interesting video like this one. Alright, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.